Picture your dog's bowl right now, those little brown pebbles that have been sitting in a bag in your pantry for the last 3 weeks. Here's something most owners never think about. That food was cooked at such a high temperature for so long that almost nothing alive is left in it. And yet we're told it's the gold standard and that real food is somehow dangerous or expensive or too much work. I want to show you today that none of that is true, because you can feed your dog a fresh, real food bowl, balanced and complete, for right around $3 a day. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what goes in it, exactly what it costs, and the one mistake that quietly makes most homemade dog food fall apart. So let me not make you wait for it. Let me give you the whole thing in one sentence right now, and then I'll walk you through every piece. A balanced, real food bowl is built from 4 simple parts: a lean protein, a handful of dog-safe vegetables, a little healthy fat, and one small thing that most people forget, which is a source of calcium and minerals to tie it all together. That's it. Protein, veggies, fat, and a mineral balancer. Get those 4 right, and you have a bowl that costs less than a fancy coffee and gives your dog something that bag of pebbles never could. Now, before we go further, I want to say something to you, because I read your comments and I see the guilt. If you've been feeding kibble for years, you are not a bad dog parent. You did what you were told. Most of us did. Feeding processed food was the normal, responsible thing for a long time, so please drop the guilt at the door. We're not here to feel bad about yesterday. We're here to make tomorrow's bowl a little better. And the reason real food matters isn't magic, it's biology. A dog's body evolved on fresh meat, organs, and whatever plants their ancestors could find, all of it full of moisture. Most veterinary nutritionists will tell you the same thing. Fresh, whole ingredients hold their water, their natural fats, and their nutrients in a form the body actually recognizes. That's the whole idea. We're just giving the body food it knows how to use. So let's build the bowl piece by piece, starting with the foundation. Protein. This is the biggest part of the bowl, and it's where you save the most money if you're smart about it. You do not need fancy cuts. The cheapest, most nutritious proteins are often the best ones. Chicken leg quarters and chicken thighs are usually the lowest cost per pound in the entire store, and dogs thrive on them. Cook them plain, no oil, no seasoning, and you can leave a little of the natural fat on. Ground beef works beautifully too, and so do eggs. In fact, a cooked egg is one of the most complete, affordable foods on the planet, and a few eggs a week stretches your protein budget even further. As a rough guide, about half of the bowl should be protein. Next, the vegetables. This is where you add fiber, antioxidants, and a feeling of fullness, all for almost nothing. Frozen vegetables are your best friend here because they're cheap, they last, and they're picked at peak freshness. Green beans, carrots, peas, broccoli, and a little pumpkin are all wonderful. Pumpkin in particular is gentle on the stomach and great for digestion. Aim for vegetables to make up about 1/4 of the bowl. And here's a small trick that makes a big difference. Lightly steam or cook them, because a dog's short digestive tract has a hard time breaking down raw, hard vegetables. Cooked, they release far more of their goodness. Now the third part, healthy fat, and this is the piece that transforms your dog's skin and coat. Most processed food is heavy in the wrong kind of fat and light on the right kind. The right kind is omega-3. The cheapest, most powerful way to add it is a can of plain sardines packed in water, no salt added. Mash one in a couple of times a week, and you've given your dog a massive dose of omega-3 for less than $1. A drizzle of fish oil or a little olive oil works too. You don't need much. A small amount, a few times a week is plenty. And now the fourth part, the one almost everyone forgets, and the mistake I promised you at the start. When you feed only cooked meat and vegetables, you are missing calcium. Muscle meat alone does not have enough of it, and over time, that imbalance can actually harm your dog. In the wild, dogs got their calcium from bone, so you have 2 easy options. The simplest is ground eggshell. Save your eggshells, dry them, grind them into a fine powder in a clean coffee grinder, and a small sprinkle adds the calcium the bowl needs. The other option is a complete and balanced supplement powder made for home-cooked dog food, which you can find online for just a few cents per meal. Either way, this one small step is what turns a pile of food into an actual balanced diet. Skip it, and you've got tasty food that isn't complete. Include it, and you've got a real meal. So let's talk about the part you came for, the money. Let me show you a real day for a medium dog, around 40 pounds. Picture this bowl: a serving of cooked chicken thigh, a quarter cup of mashed sweet potato or rice, a handful of cooked green beans and carrots, and a sprinkle of eggshell powder. With cheap chicken at around $1.50 a pound, frozen vegetables by the bag, and eggs you already buy, that bowl lands at right about $3 a day. Smaller dogs cost less. Larger dogs cost a bit more because the protein scales with size. But for most dogs, you are in that $2 to $4 range, which is often the same or cheaper than a premium bag of kibble that promised you the world. And I know not everyone's budget looks the same, so let me give you 3 tiers. The premium way is to rotate fresh proteins, add sardines for omega-3, and use a balancing supplement. The budget way is to lean on chicken leg quarters, eggs, frozen vegetables, and ground eggshell, which is about as cheap as feeding a dog can get while still being real food. And the free upgrade, if money is tight this week, costs nothing at all. Just add a splash of warm water to whatever you're feeding, let it soak for 5 minutes, and you've given your dog the moisture their kidneys have been craving. Real food is a journey, not an all or nothing switch. Even replacing a quarter of the bowl with fresh ingredients is a real win for your dog. Now, I have to be honest with you because being honest is the whole point of this channel. A few warnings. Always skip the foods that are truly dangerous. No onions, no garlic in large amounts, no grapes or raisins, and never anything with the sweetener xylitol, which is sometimes labeled as birch sugar and can be deadly. Switch your dog over slowly, over a week or two, by mixing the new food in a little at a time so their stomach can adjust. And here's the part you won't hear from the channels just chasing views. If your dog has a health condition like kidney or liver issues, or if you're feeding a puppy, please run your recipe past your own vet first because their needs are specific. Home cooking done right is wonderful. Home cooking done blindly can leave gaps. The difference is just a little knowledge, and that's exactly what we're building here together. So let's pull it all together. Half protein, a quarter vegetables, a little healthy fat, and that small but crucial sprinkle of calcium. Cooked simple, served fresh for right around $3 a day. That's not a fad, and it's not a luxury. It's just real food the way it used to be before someone convinced us that a sealed bag was better than a home-cooked meal. Your dog doesn't need the most expensive food on the shelf. They need you in the kitchen for 10 extra minutes a few times a week. And I promise you, the shinier coat, the better digestion, and the bright eyes looking up at you will be worth every minute. Now, I would truly love to hear from you, so do me a favor and tell me down in the comments. How old is your dog? And what is in their bowl right now? I read every single one. And this little community shares the best ideas I've ever seen. If your dog has lived a long, healthy life on real food, tell us their secret, because someone scrolling these comments tonight needs that hope. And if this helped you see your dog's bowl a little differently, give the video a like, because it tells the algorithm to share this honest, no-nonsense advice with more dog parents who need it. Hit subscribe so you never miss the next one, where I'll show you exactly how much to feed by your dog's weight with a simple chart you can save. Until then, give your sweet dog a gentle scratch behind the ears for me. I'm Dr. Lisa, and I'll see you in the next one.